niggas.
All right, welcome to another Robbie V episode, Robbie V show episode. What are we going to talk about? Talk about some college football. Talk about the election. Well, we talked about. I think we've all talked about that to death. We'll talk about the dopes of the day, the walks of the week, and some other good things that are going on tonight. First off, I appreciate everyone joining the spaces. It's been great. Number one rule: don't dox anyone. I mean that. You'll never fucking go on my spaces again if you dox somebody. So, just in case, we all need to know that. All right. So, the big dopes of the day today. I think, Celtics last night, they lost, which, kind of sucked, obviously. But then Steve Kerr made some off color comments last night, said that, there wasn't he was happy there wasn't a lot of cheating in the election and that, Donald Trump won, et cetera, et cetera. And then, made some comment about the illegal immigrants and how he was happy they just didn't cross the border and raped and pillaged whatever. Which to me, like, I'm actually really surprised that Steve even made that comment to begin with. Number one, Lauren Riley, but number two, his actual dad was killed over in Beirut. He was a professor over there, so I'm surprised that he showed that much insensitivity towards it. It's not being widely talked about. You can catch the whole clips, but I don't know. I like Steve. I do like Steve Kerr. I think he's a great coach for Golden State. He was a great player. Won a lot of championships with Jordan and the Spurs. I just think a lot more of the guy. I'm actually surprised there's not more outrage about this than there is. But Steve Kerr is definitely dope of the day. He needs to kind of realize what the hell's going on in his life and figure out. I don't know. And play Jason Tatum. Fucking bitch. Didn't play him during the Olympics, and that was just terrible. So, I mean, what are you going to do? It's in the past, and hopefully the Celtics will just get it together, and they'll just, kill that team in the, well, I mean, not kill them, but they'll just destroy that team in the future. And we can all like that, talking a little college football. I mean, what can you say? Oregon's number one in the rankings right now, number one in the AP top 25, and they're, number one in the coaches poll. Yeah, they're having a great season. There's no doubt about that. But I think the expanded playoff this year. I don't know. I think it's really anybody's game. Georgia's got a great team. Ohio State and whatnot. I mean, Ohio State, played well. BC is not making the college football playoff. I'll tell you that right now. They're playing Syracuse this weekend. It's a game they should win. They've had a bye week. They've had plenty of time to prepare. They got a lot of recruits. It's going to be cold. Syracuse really isn't that good, so hopefully they can just And I know they got McCord, but it's time for Castellanos and the offense to get opened up and time for us to win some fucking games. End the year strong instead of this garbage that we've been peddling lately. I mean, teams are coming after our recruits, which I guess is a good sign because obviously if they're coming after them, they want them to play for it. Supposedly NC State's going hard after Josiah Victor, and there's another guy. His name I can't remember off the top of my head, but he's a running back. He's visiting Notre Dame this weekend. I mean, he should make the MVP move and just stay committed to BC and just take a free trip to South Bend. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Celtics. Hey, it's early. There's no doubt about that. The team's playing all right. I mean, despite the loss to Golden State last night, I think they look good. I'll be happy when they get Porzingis back. For God's sakes, I mean that'll be really nice. And yeah, you can't really complain. Um, Kind of switching. We're gonna just bounce around a little bit. Bruins, they're winning right now. Hey, they're playing a little. I mean, maybe they'll pick it up. Swayman's not playing well. I mean, it definitely the missing a month of training camp definitely is hurting his game. He's giving up a lot of goals lately. Hopefully, he can get in midseason form like in the next week, and then we can kind of go from there with Swayman. Get back to winning, get back to playing winning hockey and whatnot. NFL. I mean, I guess the Patriots, hey, I don't know. I mean, they lost to the Titans. Calvin Ridley played well. Mason Rudolph, had a decent game against them. I mean, May did take him to OT, which was great, but you know, moral victories are for suckers. So, I mean, what are you gonna do? Um, it was a little surprised, I mean, it wasn't surprised, but Falcons beating the Jets, beating the Cowboys, and I'm happy for the Falcons. Go Chargers took care of the Browns last week. I was happy for the Chargers. They're 5-3. They got a good team. I mean, they're not playing bad. Commanders Commanders had a little bit of a scare last week, but hey, they took care of the Giants. And yeah, I mean, the Vikings beat the Colts. That's about it. Vikings they got a good squad. Unfortunately, it does look like the Chiefs and are gonna at least make the AFC Championship game again, which kind of sucks. I think we're all sick of the Chiefs. Sick of Travis Kelsey, Pat Mahomes. I mean, someone else needs to get out of the AFC. Make life a lot easier and better. By the way, the Celtics record 7-2. I mean, the Cleveland Cavaliers 9-0 right now. I mean, they're playing great basketball. And the Phoenix Suns are leading the Western Conference at 7-1. So that's nice. I mean, the Lakers are 4-4. They have all that talent on that team. They can't do anything. The Utah Jazz are 1-7. They blow. 76ers are 1-6. They blow too. Same with the Bucks. I mean, the Bucks fired their coach and they can't play better. I mean, they need to get off their ass and do something. I mean, for God's sakes, the Detroit Pistons got better record than they do. Motion creates emotion. Get off your ass. Do something, guys. It's about fucking time. Loyalty is everything, but not so much. All right. What's going on? I mean, so as we all know, Donald Trump won the election. Some people were happy, some people were sad, some people are just melting down left and right. Some people are unable to go to work. It's crazy times. I mean, I thought he was going to win, but I didn't think he was going to win. I didn't think he was going to break through the blue wall like he did. But what was it? The Senate's 53. I think it's 53-45 as of this, but we'll just call it 53-47. Which hey, is important because McCarthy and what's her name, Collins. You don't need their votes anymore to get your nominees in. So hey, congratulations. Next 4 years will be interesting. I know there's a lot of differing opinions. See what happens. I mean, he says he's going to bring out the evidence about the Epstein and Diddy cases, which then the list, which I don't know. I'll be interested to see if that actually happens. I mean, if it does, I think we're all curious to know who's going to be on those lists. What was I going to say? I don't think we were curious though about what was it? I mean, the Patriots, but it's here nor there. I'm surprised that. I'm just looking at the slate of this week's games. All right. Giants Panthers. I mean, that's going to be 9:30 in the morning on the NFL Network. Talk about hungover delight right there. I mean, the Giants are favored by 6.5. I don't really agree with that. It's going to be, yeah. I mean, it's going to. I think the Giants maybe cover 3, but it's going to be a tough game. Broncos are playing at Arrowhead. Against the Chiefs. I don't think the Broncos are going to take that one. You got Falcons Saints. Falcons will take that, obviously. Christian McCaffrey's coming back this week for the Niners, and it couldn't come at a better time. They're playing the Bucs away. The Niners are 4-4. They need to get the Niners basically need to get in the dance and get healthy. I mean, it really comes down to that. They just need to get in the playoffs and let the chips fall where they may. It's not like a big, it's not a big secret. They got a good team, and they kind of need to just forget about the regular season, get in, hopefully get a bye. Not get a bye, but just get a home playoff game. Just let it happen. Steelers. I mean, who the hell thought that Steelers fucking Commanders would be a must-see game for the 1 o'clock? I do think I don't think the Steelers are going to win this one. I think the Commanders are going to take it. It's at home. Commanders crowd is going to be fired up. I mean, what's left of Northwest Stadium when they stop ripping down seats? I mean, and removing, I mean, if you look at that stadium, it looks terrible. Like, it absolutely looks fucking terrible. I mean, they ripped off all these seats in the upper deck. Aesthetically, it just looks like a shithole. And the people, I mean, you got to walk like a mile to the freaking metro to get like a stop. I mean, it's just terrible. Vikings are going to beat the Jags. Jaguars, I mean, Trevor Lawrence is going to try to play, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. Probably not. I mean, Titans are going to go into SoFi Stadium and get blown away by the Chargers. I mean, Eagles are going to Dallas. I mean, they'll win, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Dolphins Rams. I mean, I think the Rams are going to take it on Monday night. And for the night game, that's going to be a great game. The Lions versus the Texans. So if this is my thoughts on that. If the Texans had Stephon Diggs and he wasn't out for the year with the what's it called, an ACL tear, then yeah, I would definitely give the Houston Texans a puncher's chance. But I think the Lions are going to take this one. I know they're only favored by 3.5, but I could see them running this up. With Brown, with Gibbs, the running back. It's just, it might be too much, even with the home field advantage for the Texans to overcome. So, I don't know. But, we'll see about that. This week for college football, for the top 25, Ohio State's playing Purdue. I mean, they're favored by 38. I mean, Jesus, don't go to that one. Miami's over 11 on Georgia Tech. Indiana, Michigan. I mean, hey man, don't sleep on IU. They're playing great, man. That kid from what's it called? The coach from James Madison's got that team playing well. I mean, that's great. It's playing Kansas at Kansas. Kansas is 2-6. What a disappointment. I mean, they suck. Well, Iowa State should take that game. Clemson's playing Virginia Tech, but who cares? I mean, good old Army, 8-0. They're playing against North Texas. I hope Army wins this game. And the total for this game is fucking 64.5. Whoa. I mean, might be a little high. I mean, Oregon's going to roll Maryland. Maryland's not that good. I guess the game of the week would probably be, I don't know, maybe Bama versus, what's their names? Let's see here. Yeah, Bama versus LSU. I mean, 2 lost teams, going to the Baton Rouge. I don't know. I like LSU with the home field advantage. We'll see what happens, though. None of those are the locks of the week, though, which we'll announce on Saturday as normal. I guess, I don't know. I mean, it's been an eventful week in KMS history. I mean, you've had, the BA and Jackson drama, the doxing, and you've had the top 50. Freddie Lynn was on the show last night. And Freddie they did a great job with the top. Mama Kay, she was on the main show this week. I was actually today. I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. There's been a lot of mixed reviews. I don't know. Supposedly her game wasn't great, but I don't know. What are you going to do? But, I mean, we're just going to see where the week goes, I guess, guys. We're just going to see where the week goes. Well, this is Robbie V. I'm going to be doing a Spaces tonight what does it fucking matter? It's Thursday. All right. This is Robbie V signing off. Thank you for watching.